SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Rams taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. An early season tilt. And when it's fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing. And we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And his first pass is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, New York.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a gain of 7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
It's a gain of 6.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Dion Lewis, the Giant.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up
a first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
34, Malcolm Brown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier. David Mayo brought him down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Henderson will try and run for the first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense heads back out, and this Giants team losers of 3 straight to begin 2020. The last one, the worst of the 3, 36-9. They fall at home to San Francisco, and New York. They could only muster 3 Graham Gano field goals on offense, did not make a single trip to the red zone. And, of course, no Saquon Barkley. Joe Judge may be saying, oh, what have I gotten myself into here? I mean, if you're a Giants fan, Charles, what are you looking forward to the rest of the way?
But you've got to look forward to the small things, all right? You got to see how your number 1 pick, left tackle Andrew Thomas, continues to progress and get better. You got to see if recently signed Devontae Freeman can pick up the slack at running back with Saquon Barkley being out. You have to see that your quarterback, Daniel Jones, is making progress and making leaps and getting better. All that is all you focus in on, because wins and losses right now, that's really not the priority for you. You've got to figure out who's going to get better and who might need replacing next year. They go to the Rams this week.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The throw to the middle, taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Jones pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
He's brought down.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Jones now on 1st down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Golden Tate. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And the Giants first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, complete. This is Lewis. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Devontae Freeman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27
But for the L.A. Rams, as they come back out here onto the field, Charles, they're 2-1. But that Week 3 game at Buffalo, boy, that was a tale of two halves. It looked to be over early because the Bills were up 28-3. But Jared Goff rallied the Rams back in the second half as he led them on 4 consecutive scoring drives before a late Josh Allen touchdown pass ultimately did them in. But even in the loss, Charles, did you come away impressed with the Rams and especially number 16 under center?
I certainly have, because this is a team that most had written off before the year began in that tough NFC West. They weren't supposed to be the contender. How about them hanging in there, as you mentioned, down 28-3. Going from the West Coast to the East Coast to take on one of the better teams in the AFC and getting it almost done. Jared Goff, I don't think any more about him being a liability. I think he's an asset. He's a heck of a player. Now they get a chance to go home and exhale a little bit. They got the New York Giants coming to town. But then they go back to the East Coast and play Washington in Week 5. The second of 5 road games they'll play in the Eastern time zone this year. It'll be interesting to see how they do their travel as the year goes on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A final shot before break here. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. 31-28, the final score. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. 34-24, the final score. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
To throw again on second down. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
And 6 yards to go.
They got him in. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
1st and 10.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
Mayo brought him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tackle made at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Pass incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On the coverage.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kyler Fackrell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Sam Sloman for the Rams field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier. Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Holden on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Jones pass.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5 now. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate.
pass. Complete to
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Samson Abuka drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
a 53-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14. Rams 3.
Offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Rams. 1st and 10 at the
Goff on 1st down. Incomplete.
Goff's pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Goff.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
2-yard loss.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. This crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. O'Shane Zimenez in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Goff now to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
New York set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jones on the keeper.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
And it's 3rd down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.